Hello. Anyone who has gone through the process of writing a first journal article knows that it can be surprisingly difficult. There's usually a moment when things shift from feeling exciting to feeling chaotic. The literature review is where that shift often begins. It becomes a routine of keeping many tabs open across different databases, pubbed, Google Scholar, preprint platforms, hoping nothing vital is being overlooked. And a quiet worry hangs in the background. What if something important isn't being found? The constant back and forth, the scattered sources, the sense of being behind, it can be draining. Progress feels slow and unfocused. During that stage, discovering SCiNiTO brought an unexpected sense of order. It wasn't about finding another tool. It was about finding something that helped make the research process clearer. The first thing that struck me was how fast I could navigate through more than 270 million scholarly works. The search felt smart. Advanced filters, multilingual capability, and precise relevance ranking meant I wasn't drowning in irrelevant papers anymore. But the real turning point was something subtle. A button on every article card. Explore this with AI. Whenever something looked important, I clicked it. And suddenly, SCiNiTO transformed the paper into a clear, structured insight, laying out the background, methods, results, implications, and limitations in a way that was easy to understand. And it didn't stop at summarizing. It analyzed each paper deeply, helping me compare methods, spot differences, understand study designs, and even turn complex figures into plain language or slide-ready points. For the first time, the literature stopped feeling like a wall. It felt like a map. Once I understood individual papers, I needed to understand the field. That's where deep research changed everything. Instead of giving a short answer, SCiNiTO generated a full research-level synthesis built from more than 100 sources, covering the background, major findings, methodological patterns, biases, and the gaps that weren't obvious at first. It identified gaps I had completely missed, and one of those gaps became the exact angle for my paper. Deep research didn't do my thinking for me. It accelerated the parts that usually take weeks. As my draft grew, I needed deeper insight into my cited papers. Uploading a PDF to SCiNiTO changed the game. In seconds, it extracted the key findings, broke down the methods, explained the figures, and highlighted any bias or inconsistencies between claims and results. It even generated slide-ready summaries and paragraph drafts with citations. I reviewed more papers in an hour than I used to review in an entire day. When my first full draft was ready, I used SCiNiTO's AI reviewer. I expected simple, generic comments, but instead I received a detailed critique of each section, highlighting strengths, weaknesses, clarity issues, missing citations, and potential sources of bias, along with suggestions for tightening the framing and improving the methods. Then came the part I didn't expect. SCiNiTO automatically generated a curated list of similar works to strengthen my related work section. A personalized journal shortlist, SJR, quartile, H-index, scopes, topics, and direct submission links. Everything I needed, from draft to submission, was mapped out in one place. No more guessing. No more bouncing between 5 external tools. With a clearer manuscript, stronger citations, and a journal that actually fit my research, I submitted. A few weeks later, my paper was accepted. I started this journey feeling overwhelmed and out of control. But SCiNiTO transformed the process into something structured, guided, and empowering, from discovery to synthesis to writing, revising, and publishing. SCiNiTO didn't replace my research. It amplified it. It gave me the clarity and confidence to focus on what truly matters, the science. If you're at the beginning of your research journey, here's what I'll say. Find the tools that support your thinking, not replace it. For me, that tool was SCiNiTO. I began this journey stressed and scattered. I ended it feeling accomplished, and SCiNiTO was with me every step of the way.